Good evening and welcome to Here's the Life with Zemrah and Ed, right here at intellectualradio.com with Valentine's Day coming up. And also our producer's birthday and my goddaughter Gwendolyn, Dr. Gwendolyn Odom and Oglesby Odom. And we're excited because we have our relationship enthusiastic. I said girl, but
Enthusiast.
she's very, very. She has a lot of good energy. That's why we're always so happy to have Pam. But we have a close friend of ours. We have is going to call in, and we're just going to talk a little bit about love and what does love mean to you, and are you getting the love that you need and deserve? But what type of demonstration are you giving? Love brings love. You got to love to get love. You got to be a friend to be a friend. You got to be a lover to get love. So it just kind of goes in, with everything. So we're asking, what does love mean to you? And we want to hear from you. I put that on my Facebook this morning now.
And
at 708-223-8953, right here at intellectualradio.com. So Pam, we're going to ask you until our caller.
Ask me what love means to me, because you all
already know.
Anybody that knows me already know.
But our people outside, you're talking to them.
This is love month.
This is Valentine's Day, baby. Valentine's Day is Saturday. So get yourself ready to go to the store and buy my flowers and get my candy. He bought me some candy yesterday, though, but this candy that he loves. But, it's the thought that counts. Mm-hmm. You can get a little box of candy like this. People love this. Kisses. I bought these for Pam because she loves this little bag of kisses. Yes. And then I bought the other bag for our producer. It's just the thought. It don't have to be no great big box. Don't bring me no little small box up in there. But it don't have to be a great big box. You can have a little box like this. And it is the thought, seriously, that counts. It really is the thought that counts. And these are kisses. People love them.
Oh, yes.
Pam loves these.
I do.
Yes.
I do. But I love anything chocolate.
Right.
And, that was my thing. We throw around the word love.
Yes.
I love this. I love that. But really, what does it mean to you, and how do you express love? I said on my Facebook, it's always about you and how you feel. And it's not a selfish you. It's a you concerning with self-care. How do you care about love? And so people need to just be a little more conscious of it. Even when you say you love, because I love a lot of things. I love my clothes.
You love food.
I love food.
Good food now. Good food.
Good food. Well, I try my best not to do things or bring things to me that I do not enjoy.
That's smart.
If I find that I don't like something or care for it, then I just don't do it. I don't make a big thing about it. I just don't do it. So certain foods that I don't like, I just don't eat it, And the foods that I enjoy, you can tell that I like to eat. So I do that. But I enjoy my clothes, my shoes. I love shopping. Ooh. Don't we, Zemrah?
Yes.
We love to shop.
Ed always says that's my therapy. And he's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And know what it is that you love. It's not always about a person or something like that.
The intimacy of it.
Yeah.
Like you said, you love traveling.
Oh, I love preparing to travel. Some people, I gotta pack. Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna wear.
You got your stuff laid out 3 weeks in advance.
No, I mentally pack, and then I don't pack until maybe the night before. I know what I'm gonna wear and what I'm gonna take. I mean, I have literally dreamed about getting to my destination and forgot to put my clothes in my luggage. So I mean, I obsess to certain things. but I don't have an obsessive personality. I
I
don't
don't
know.
think so.
Anyway,
Who told you that?
I don't know.
You
No
do?
one has ever told me. Do you think I have an obsessive person?
Yeah.
I do.
Yes, you do.
I obsess what? Everything.
Ask anybody. Ask
But well,
anybody.
I don't know.
say that. I don't see that. When
I
you
do,
say
do
that,
I?
describe that. We're talking about love, so say it in love.
You
What are you
know it.
saying?
You know it.
She evidently
No,
don't.
I really don't think that I have an obsessive personality. I don't think that I'm obsessed
No,
About
you
about,
anything.
you insist
but
on
maybe I'm obsessed about everything.
you obsess about whatever it is you want.
Okay.
If you want, you obsess about it. That's what you care about. It's
Okay.
what works for you.
Oh, yes. Yes.
See,
Okay.
see,
Okay.
see.
Okay. Well, I need somebody to explain things. A lot of times I say, I mean what I say and I say what I mean, which I do. And then sometimes I also say, I may not be right, but I think I am. But sometimes I'm not.
But I'm
And
never.
I'm
But
okay with that.
but if you can
You know,
own that,
yeah,
then
yeah.
and all that's about love.
I don't
When
know
you can
everything.
own things,
Right,
that's all about
right.
love.
Yeah. So, I mean, sometimes, and I am always open to learning. I don't know everything
That,
because
that,
there's a lot
that's
that I
what
have not
that's
done.
what keeps you young.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
always say I haven't got where I want to be yet. I'm always half full.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that way you can keep on learning.
Right.
Because when you stop learning, you start to
There
die.
you go. Yeah. And there's so much out here to experience. Is so much out here to see, to enjoy. And I'm gonna tell you, that's the thing that you really need to do is to love what you do.
Absolutely.
See, so that's what I do. That's my demonstration of love. I do what I love, and I'm conscious of what I love
So,
and who I love.
like metaphorically speaking, love is the greatest vibration in the universe.
It
It's the
is.
greatest energy. It's the greatest active wave in the acoustic record.
Mm-hmm.
Love
Mm-hmm.
that energy is the greatest, most powerful one in the universe.
Yeah.
It
We
is.
just don't use it
That's right.
We don't use it in the right way.
because that is what created the universe in the first place.
Do you
Mm-hmm.
feel that
That's right.
people
That's what keeps it together.
That's right.
The love and the commitment to life.
do
Mm-hmm.
you feel that people really understand and really do they really understand the real meaning of love
No,
and the genuine part of it?
no, they have no idea.
Now, why do you say that?
So that's what they teach. This
Mm-hmm.
world does not teach love. It
Mm-hmm.
does not honor it, does not respect it at all. It
Mm-hmm.
does not reward it. So they don't know what it is. It's chaos.
Oh Lord,
That
honey,
is
you ain't
so
said
true.
nothing but a word.
That is very true.
Like
You
Larry John says, Lord, and that's the truth too.
know, no,
The world is just
that's the way the world is now. It's ending. That's why he's saying the world is ending. It's not that the whole world is ending. It's that this world, based upon what it was built on,
Mm-hmm.
is fading. Because people are learning the truth,
Yeah,
and the truth is starting to come to the universe, and people are feeling it.
that's
They're looking
true.
for the truth. They're starting to disbelieve the stuff they've been taught, and they're changing their mind, and they're moving on. Slowly but surely, people are changing their
and
mind.
that's why
That's true.
in the circles that we are in, we have to explain and talk about
Right,
love. Although
right,
love is a feeling and it has to come from within, but you just have to make sure that you steadily
right,
love and promote
With
love and in
love,
all things that you do and
right.
say. You
Your
have to do it on
actions,
your
your
actions.
actions, and you have to talk about it. You're so right. It's so much negativity,
Oh my God.
and then people get used to that negative. I
And they
mean,
just feed off of it. It's just
right.
unbelievable.
And if you notice, and I say this, notice how many times you say, "Oh, I don't like." Oh, I don't want to do that. Oh, I don't. Just notice rather than dealing with the things that make you feel good.
Good.
well,
Yeah.
You
they're
being
afraid.
conscious of
People
it.
are afraid they're not going to get it. People hate to invest in something that they might lose, so they don't. They're not that confident about it. They don't trust it enough to insist upon. That's the way they want it. because
Yeah,
they think
that
they're
fear.
afraid. That's the fear, and the
Yeah.
fear is starting to leave the world. Fear is starting to take a backseat because people starting to question everything.
Mm-hmm.
Love is matter. Love creates matter, and matter creates energy, and energy creates light, and light becomes color. Everything is mixed together.
Yeah.
Everything is everything. Everything is meant to be to react to molecules do that, atoms do that. They
Mm-hmm.
never separate. Once
Mm-hmm.
you separate them, they all if you affect one, you affect the other one reacts immediately.
Yeah. Yeah.
They call that conversion. And that's what actually with the energy and the vibration and the frequency that which is God, that's what it is. Can
Mm-hmm.
be everywhere at the same time.
And that have to be taught,
Hmm.
Ed. I mean,
Oh no.
that is so serious and it's
Well,
deep.
yeah,
That's really deep. And so a lot of people don't understand it. A lot of people, I don't want to. But you know what? You need to understand the power of what love is, what it does, how
oh my
it
God,
can help
yes,
you. Love is a healing.
it
Whatever,
is.
even your personal body. I have a saying, I love my body and my body loves me.
I love it.
When you have a headache, I mean, what did Johnny used to say? You could heal yourself. You put your hand on there and love it. You say things. You say, I love you to your heart.
Mhm.
You say it to your stomach. You say, I love you.
Speak to yourself.
Speak to yourself. And just like you're saying, the universe hears that and it will
It will
conspire
respond.
to
Yep,
respond
mm,
for you,
But, th-
to
but,
absolutely.
you
but those are the kind of things you have to teach your children from
early
birth.
on. That's
That
right.
the real you, the real essence, and the real power that you possess is something you cannot see,
Yeah.
and we spend the rest of your life trying to put you in touch
Mm-hmm.
with that energy.
Yeah.
And that's why you have to be careful too of, uh, and I say your surroundings. So,
Yeah.
since you brought about children, you have to, and we talk about demonstration. You have to make sure that your children see and witness the
That's
love
right.
that is within your household,
That's
And
right.
that's why I just
and they
want
have to be sure and comfortable because then they grow up
Mm-hmm.
knowing the foundation of love because that's what you've provided.
but they got to know the consequences.
That's what you
Yeah.
came from.
Yeah. Oh
That's
yeah.
what I came
You
from. I
have to
came from
you
a
have
home
to
of
say,
love.
you have to demonstrate that's why we say all the time that love is a demonstration, and I say that I cannot, and I this is the truth, I cannot, coming up, remember my parents arguing with one another.
I
I
couldn't
cannot,
either.
I could not. My dad did not talk mean to my mother. His
No,
tone, my mom, I'm telling you, now
I
we
didn't.
got whippings. My dad, he
Because you had it coming.
chastised us, but between my mom and dad, now I don't know if they went in the bedroom and talked. We didn't hear them.
We didn't
We didn't
either.
hear him fussing, and it was six of us, and we wasn't. Oh, mom and dad is fussing. We never heard that.
Mm-mm.
Mom and
Cursing?
dad.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my!
That's
Oh,
probably why I
mama
don't
has never
curse.
said a curse word. Now I do say a few words, and I will say
I got to really
a
be
few words.
furious. Otherwise, I don't
I don't
curse.
play with it, but well, maybe I play
You
with
better
it,
not
but
really
I
make
don't.
me
I don't.
mad. Then
Yeah,
but
But
but I,
see,
but
children these days, they grow up with that.
yes,
And they don't understand the damage that does. And then when they get earlier in life and they figure out why they're having the trauma they're having now, it's because of the environment they grew up
that's
in.
right.
And they
exactly.
That's
thought it
right.
was normal. It wasn't.
No,
That's right. That's
no.
right. And then you're unequally yoked when you meet someone. You meet someone who didn't come from that kind of environment, and you fall for them for whatever other reason, and then they bring another dynamic to you,
Oh,
or you to them, and they don't understand it, or you don't understand them, and there you have it. I mean, we know why young people today are living the way that they do, while young people don't have any direction, because the people, their parents are so
they're
young.
so-called
They're so
examples.
young, they
Right.
don't know, and they think they, I mean, I was one. I was 18. Who gets married at 18?
I did.
You don't know
I
what you're
think I was
doing.
19.
Yeah, I was
And my
18.
father said,
My parents didn't want me to get married, but of course I knew what I was,
Yeah.
But I had a
Oh, God.
firm, solid, strong foundation in family. I knew what a good man looked like. See, I knew that. All my uncles, my brothers, all of them were a certain way, you know. I knew that. So I knew what I wanted. I knew what I needed. I knew that. But I'm saying that if you don't have it embedded while you're young, and that's why it says someplace in the Bible that, train the child
the
up the
way
way that they should and they won't depart from it. Because sometimes, you
you
may
got to give them a
sway,
little, right,
because
make a
you have to
mistake.
learn your own lessons so that you can have something to say.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes because you're not crazy all your life.
Well, now I don't know. Some people
Well, I mean,
little
if you've
shaky.
had a strong foundation, you're gonna go to
But you
that.
know what? Even with that, and I can attest to a couple of people. Even if you've been through a lot, you don't let that define where you're going.
Mm-hmm. That's
You
right.
still know what it is that you want. You get that spiritual spot, and you know what to do, and you just go head on. You don't let that define what you want your life. You see where you want to go in life, and you're not going to let what happened in your household or what your mama said or your daddy said or your daddy did. You're not going to let that define who you want to be in life.
Your basic training will always pull you back to your center.
Yeah.
And know where you need to go to get answers. And to tell you to give you the answers to the questions that you have.
That's right, because God will always direct your path.
But you have to be introduced to that system.
Right.
Because later on in life, you're going to go through a whole lot of stuff. Everybody knew you were going to go through it. We were trying to prepare you for that.
Right.
But the kids these days haven't had that training.
That's right.
So now they just lost.
And then even if they've had some of it, they don't listen. Well, you had a lot of young people just do not listen. They think they know everything. And if they have not had that example, that good example, then they feel like you can't tell them nothing. What you gonna tell me? And that's unfortunate.
Well, a lot of kids look at what you're doing.
That's what I'm saying.
And so if they don't think that you're doing this, that, or the other, they're not gonna listen to you.
No. Why should they?
Yeah. So that's why, like you said, you have to be conscious of teaching young people early. My mother's father said, and I think I may have said this before, that you have to train your children 20 years before they're born. That means you have to train yourself. You have to be trained. You have to know what it is that you're doing. I always go back to you. You got to understand what that is all about. You have to be the kind of person that will do the right thing. What's the right thing?
That which gives life.
Ask a question and get the answer.
That's my guideline. Whenever I want to know right from wrong, if it gives life or does it take it away? Mm-hmm. If it cannot produce life, I don't mess with it. Mm-hmm. I don't care who it is. Anybody says anything to the contrary. If it ain't giving life, you cannot do it. And that's the discipline you have to learn in life. And that's the discipline that children do not learn today. They don't have that know that these things do this and this will you will grow this. If you do that, there are consequences. If you do not pay the consequences, you will do it again because you have not paid the price. And that's what people don't want to do, and they don't want their children to do. They don't want them to pay the price. They'll do wrong, and they'll let them get away with it.
Yeah.
Support them, forgive them, and then let them do it again.
Mm-hmm.
My dad said, I'm not going to whoop you twice about the same thing.
Hey.
We ain't doing that.
Yeah.
The first time, you're going to get the message.
That's why Ed is so hard, boy, because his father was notorious, boy. He was too much. That's why Ed don't play with no kids or nothing.
He was a warrior growing up in a difficult time.
Yeah.
So his thing was about survival. And I have nothing else to give you. No money, no position, no nothing, but I can teach you how to survive. And this world is ruthless. And everybody will take advantage of you. If you don't know how to take care of yourself, you will not survive. So I cannot let you get away with a lot of stuff because then you get the wrong impression of what you need to do.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot let you slide. I have to chastise you to the point where you will not want to get this ever again in life.
Mm-hmm.
And
Now, did you feel like there was love through that? Did you feel loved?
that was love. When my grandmother put me with a switch,
That was their
like a
definition,
whip,
their demonstration of love.
that was love. That was
Excuse me, my seat keep going.
hey, shorty.
I'm short enough.
No.
I'm short enough.
Yeah.
So that was their demonstration. You
But
you took that as a
but you
demonstration of
understand
love.
that after you get older, you understand that.
Uh-huh.
I didn't say at the time.
Yeah.
At the time, I wanted to kill him. I said, "Oh Lord, I'm gonna kill this." But you get older, you understand. You start looking at his life, well, how he grew up. He was just
That's
trying
maturity
and he was trying to save me.
from going through the things that he went
So
through.
I learned in life the trouble that you go through are only lessons that you need to learn,
That's right.
and you'll keep going through until you learn them. And they'll constantly repeat themselves. Oh, I understand. I don't understand. All the bad things always happening to me. As soon as I take one step forward, so I got to take two steps back. Well, you need to examine your life
Mm-hmm.
and the people that you hang out with.
That's true.
And you only be judged by the books you read and the people you hang around with.
That's very true.
Are these people smarter than you? Do they give you? Are they supportive, or are they just there for company? And they're only
Mm-hmm.
there because you have what they want. And as soon as you run out of that, they disappear.
They gone.
And then you upset, man. I ain't heard from so and so. Well, you met them at work. You don't work there anymore. So
Yeah.
you don't share the same values. And they don't talk to you anymore. Well, that's the way
Mm-hmm.
life is. Accept it, move on.
Well, it depends now, because it depends on the relationships. Because I got some great friends that I've worked with, and we still got a great relationships.
There are
So they
exceptions.
are far and few.
But that has
Yeah.
to do with you. That have to be with how you are, because you give and take. That's why I say, how are you? How do you demonstrate love?
Yeah.
So you have a way about you that's inviting, that's inclusive. And even if people don't stay in touch with you, you still stay in touch with them.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, so
Well, some
so
folks
so
it
that's
depends.
that's about you.
Yeah.
See, so that's how you have to be conscious of, do you have certain kind of friends? How do people treat me?
Yeah.
And then you have to go back. How do I treat them? So
It's a give and take.
yes, it is.
Yeah, it's a
Yes,
give
it
and take,
is.
and we
Yes,
have
it
to
is.
understand that.
Mm-hmm.
That's for real.
Right.
And if people aren't getting what they need, they won't hang out with you anymore.
Right.
As long as they're getting what they need from you, then they'll hang out.
But that goes both ways, because if you're not getting what you need, why are you hanging
But
around?
Exactly.
Yeah,
But that's normal. That's what should
Mhm.
happen.
Yes.
You
yes.
should only have people in your life that bring something to the table.
That's right.
You bring something to the table, I bring something to the table.
That's true.
If there's not fair exchange, there's no sense in us having this relationship. We need to devolve it.
Right.
Because I'm not getting anything positive from you.
Mm-hmm.
And anybody who's when you leave that person, you don't have a good feeling. You don't need to see them again.
That's right.
And if you don't see them again, you won't miss them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Simple.
That's
It's
right.
not. It's may not sound might sound a little harsh, but that's the way life is supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you should never be afraid to be alone.
Right. You're your best company.
With yourself.
That's
Because
right.
people will come and go.
Mhm.
And you don't get mad about it. Don't get sad about it. I'm not going to sit and get down. I'm
Yeah.
just going to feel good about I'm with the best person I know.
Me.
That's it, and that's really a good attitude to have, because that is the truth. Don't nobody's supposed to be better to you than you are to yourself. That's why we always say that I can't love you more than you love you. You got to be able to love yourself. And everybody feels they're basing the love thing on you, but you got to love yourself in order
But
for
I wouldn't
somebody
do
to
that
love
to
you
a person.
back.
I would not put that kind of burden on a person to have my existence tied up with how they treat me.
Oh yeah.
That's-
That's people
that's-
do that.
that's
They do.
That's too much responsibility to put on anybody.
Well, but that's what spouses do. That's what people in relationships do. They love the other person, more than they love themselves, because they allow that other person to do things to them that they really don't appreciate. They really don't like. They give them chance and chance and chance. I think it comes from that biblical
Fear.
scripture. Well, a lot of things come from fear, but that biblical scripture that talks about love thy neighbor as thyself. The scriptures love thy neighbor as thyself. But if you don't love you, how are you gonna love your neighbor?
Neighbor's in trouble.
Exactly. And that's what's happening, because a lot of people don't love themselves. And I think you're right when you talk about the fear of it. I don't know if this is going to happen. I don't know if I'm going to get what it is that I want out of life or love or a relationship.
Before growth can happen, fear has to leave. You have to give up the fear of losing people or having people in your life that don't belong there.
Right.
You have to lose that fear. You have to lose your fear of death. You cannot live until you learn how to die. Once you get understand that feeling that there nothing really dies, it only changes form. And you can never die. You never have died. You were here before, and you will be here again.
Ooh, that's just so hard when it hits home. When you talk about a particular person, or the intellectual part of it, death and dying, you understand.
That's the spiritual part.
Yeah,
that's true.
You do.
But you still missed them. That doesn't change anything.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to accept that that's a part of life. And a continuation of life is something that goes on, and life gets better and better.
Yeah.
And that's what you have to believe in your heart.
Why?
That life goes on.
Even when we leave this dispensation, as human beings.
We've been here before.
Yeah. So, I did she say we got a call coming in? That was me testing the phone. Oh. Yeah.
So you were saying that how do you really feel that you gravitate to love as a man? What is it that you feel that you need as far as overall love as a man's point of view?
Well, most men don't need much. They need understanding, and they need to be listened to. That's about it. Men don't care. As long as I get somebody to listen and hear and not use my honesty against me.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, we have a call coming in?
You have a caller?
Just a moment. Hello.
Hi, this is Toya. I was calling in for the podcast.
Hey, Toya, how are you, sweetie?
Oh, I'm great.
Oh, good. Well, we earlier today we were talking about love, and the question that we had on what does love mean to you? Do you feel that you get the love that you deserve and the love that you really need? And how do you feel that love is actually demonstrated to you? Or how do you demonstrate love? So first, what does love mean to you? You're a very inspiring and lovable person. What does it mean to you?
Well, for me, it's so multifaceted. Every woman, I think, wants to feel desired and sensual, and that her mate is, can't wait to be with her, and wants all the attention, right? But sometimes it's a lot more fundamental, and it's someone who just wants to take care of you, someone who wants to make sure you're safe and happy and growing, and thoughtful and caring. All of those types of qualities, and I've been very blessed, and that my husband is really really a very thoughtful person, but sometimes, they can be a little neglectful.
Yeah, that's true. It's not
Uh,
necessarily the demonstration that we might be looking for.
exactly.
Yeah.
E- Exactly. It's things that they like that they feel you'll benefit from.
Right.
Oh,
Because
that's a
that's
good
one of
one.
the things we were saying. It's the little things that mean so much. And I think sometimes they don't really get that.
Hmm.
That's why we're saying, like, it's the little things. We got Valentine's Day coming up, and we're saying it, you don't have to go out and buy no 5-pound box of candy. You probably better make sure you got at least a 2-pound of my favorite.
One's good.
But yes, it was. But it's again, it is the thought that counts, and that's what I think about a lot of times. Are you being thoughtful? Um,
Exactly.
that thoughtfulness is so important to me,
Mhm.
and
I.
it's the little things. It doesn't have to be major, but it's the
Mhm.
little things that mean the world. And I think sometimes brothers don't get that.
No, I get it.
Yeah, I would have to agree. I would have to agree. And it's not always the things that they think. It's the things that they would think you would like. Not
Right.
not necessarily like my husband loves to cook, and I do enjoy that. But even more than that, I would enjoy him watching my car
Ye-
every now and then.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
uh, that would really make me happy. That would be a nice surprise. Oh, I watched your car. I put gas in your car.
Yeah.
But it's not necessarily the things that they like. Just because they enjoy doing it doesn't mean that it's something that you would really, there are other things that you might enjoy more.
I really like that too, Toya. That's a good point.
Mhm.
The love,
So,
love is the
and
action word.
what is it?
So love is the action word.
Yeah,
I want to see
yeah, that's
what have you done for me
a good way to
lately?
put it.
What have you done for me lately? You say, sister.
Well, and like I could be out at the store and see a jacket or so like the other day, I told my husband, "You need some new shoes. Let's go and order get you some new shoes." you know, and just I said, "Those dress shoes are way outdated. You need so and that's what he was like, "Yeah, you're right. I do need some new dress shoes." So
Yeah.
those kinds of things is what how I think. But
Hmm.
it's I also try to be aware of things that he might want, even though I might recognize something. There might be something else that he really would like, even more so.
I
So
like
it's
that.
a two-way street.
I think that's really important when you say that when you do something for somebody, it should be, and it has nothing really to do with gratitude because I know you're grateful for anything, but it is when you're doing something for what that person likes and not what you like and want for that
Hmm.
person. That's what you're saying.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree
Yeah.
with that. What's your take on that, Pam?
Well, yeah, I agree. I can't say too much about married people because I'm not
No, but
married.
that
But
that that comes
but
up
but
under
but
anything. That can be up
but
under friends. I
but
mean, that comes up under any
but
your children.
I think it has most to do with what you said about being thoughtful. Because if you're thoughtful across the board,
Right.
there are things that you're going to do for that other person, and not necessarily you're doing it because you enjoy it. Now, if you happen to enjoy it too, everybody's going to be happy. But if
Mm.
you don't mind,
Amen.
yeah, see, if you don't mind doing things to make that other person happy, then you're opening up the door perhaps that they can make you happy as well. And then what do you have? joy and happiness.
Joy and happiness.
So
Yeah.
it's really is about being thoughtful and the other
Well,
person.
thoughtfulness lets the other person know that you're thinking about them.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
when they're not around, you're thinking about it. And you
right.
buy little things just to show them that you were thinking about them, which is always a nice touch. But men just love peace.
Well, if they love
And
peace now like that, then they will do like she said. He cooks and he's great at that. But I would like for you to wash my car sometime, or I would like for you to just put gas in it. I mean, those are the little things, that, I've got to get around, and you see my car is dirty and needs attention to it. That means a lot. So you're doing what that will make me happy. Like I'm gonna show you an example. Dolly was saying that she was thinking about some chicken, some chicken
tenders.
livers,
Oh,
and she loves those from Brown's. And she said that she saw Larry passing by Brown's, and she said, "Man, I need to catch him." They have that app on their phone where you can kind of know where somebody's going location, which is very safe and very good, by the way. And so she said, "Dang, I need to try and catch him," but he had passed by, but she didn't know it until he came home. He had bought her a pound of the chicken livers, because he knew that's what she was just out. She was outdone. So those are the things that's thoughtful, and that you're doing something not because you want it or like it. I don't even think he eats them like that. He ate some, but not because he liked them. He stopped and did that because he knew that she loves them. And it was an evening that that she would have, it was an evening.
Well, do you know what that's called?
Thoughtfulness.
LOVE.
Love and thoughtfulness.
He loves her. So he wants to do things that make her happy.
There you go.
And he already knows that beforehand. So even if he were to pass by Brown's, he would, oh man, I know she like Brown. He would turn around because that was intentional. Demonstration.
That's the demonstration we're talking about.
Yeah. So, but I'm gonna tell you this here. I'm not married or anything, relationships like that. But I will say this: I think one of the things that women make a mistake. I can just say this: I'm a single woman. I think we think men should know what we think, and we don't tell them, and then we don't listen to what I'm saying. We don't, as women, we don't listen when they say how they feel. We think they don't know how they feel, but we do. I think that's a mistake that women make. It's so hard sometimes because, I'm just going to say it, men don't really know. We know, but men don't really know. We've got to help them think that they know, and not let them think that we know that they know. But we always want to try to tell them something. And I hear women saying, he don't ever listen. He don't.
And they don't.
So why do you keep talking? That's what I don't understand. I don't understand why you have to keep talking. Like I said, I'm not married, so I don't know. But I mean, I'm just saying, why do you keep talking?
You don't have to be married, Pam, to have an opinion, though.
But
still.
I do. I know it. But I'm saying, just like when women
but
say
they don't
they don't listen. So if they don't listen, why do you answer that question? Why do you keep talking? Why don't you just let it go and then see what he do? Maybe he don't want to. He keep hearing you say something. Just don't say it and see how that works. I don't know.
Now, what do you think of that, Toya?
Help me with that.
I don't appreciate a lot of profanity. I just don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
And my husband and I, we've been married almost 10 years. We've been together 12. And he knows that I just do not care for a lot of bad language, but he continually does it. So you think then after I've told him for 10 years and he continually does it, even, and I call him on it, and then he gets angry. So
What is that?
Because I called him on it, and I don't understand why is he angry. He already knows that I don't
that
like
bothers
it.
you.
Okay.
What is
So what were you saying there?
I was saying, what are the consequences you present to him for doing that? What does it cost him?
I mean, I don't. All I do is say, I don't like that kind of language.
Or in other words, it doesn't.
But he feels as though I'm treating him as a child because I don't want to hear him swearing all the time.
Aside from you,
and I don't think that's disrespecting him. That I don't want to hear that language. It's just, to me, disrespectful if you keep doing that.
And you know
that it's offensive to me.
Yeah.
So what does it cost him? I mean, what I'm saying is this. Anytime a person does something you don't like and it doesn't cost him anything, like, I don't care if it's just silence. If you just stop talking to him or you don't stop responding to him and you tell him, why are you not responding to me? He said, because I don't like you for fairly, because you cursing. Why I wasn't cursing at you? He said, no, I don't like to hear it. That's why I'm not talking to you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how you gonna be like that? Never mind. Just stop. I mean, there has to be a consequence or something to bring it to his attention. Otherwise, he just keep doing it.
Yeah.
Because, all you're doing is just talking.
Walk away. I just walk away.
And you keep talking.
Well, that's the consequence if she walks away.
But he has to know why. Otherwise,
he's got to know why. That's why she walked away. She said, I don't like it. It's offensive. And she walks away.
No, she doesn't tell him it's offensive. She just listens to it. She doesn't call him on when he says it. Do you?
That's what I'm saying.
She does. And he looks at it as I'm not talking to you, or I'm not you said, Toya, that he was saying that it's not directed at you.
Right. It's the conversation.
That you're not comfortable with it. That's what she's saying.
Yeah, women have a way of expressing themselves that are nonverbal. Women have a way of expressing themselves as nonverbal. They do it all the time. You just have to do it under this circumstance. You have to do it to him. Because women do it all the time. They have certain gestures. They have attitudes. They roll their eyes. They walk away. They don't answer. They don't respond when he wants them to respond. They know how to get their message across. It has to be consistent.
Yeah.
If you do it all the time, then they will get the message. And the worst thing you can do is keep talking about it. You talk about it, they're not listening because you're on the same frequency all the time, and it gets monotonous.
But they're not listening anyway.
But that could be anything too. It's not just the cursing, but it could be anything that you're unhappy about. I one of the things that I would say is that would lend in a conversation, a serious conversation, when everything is good. I mean, when you're not arguing, or when certain words need to be said sometimes, and I am a firm believer of honey, listen, I know I've said this for years, but it does not make me feel good.
You get more bees with honey.
Yes, absolutely.
But the convert part of that is after 10 years of walking away, I could be on the phone and talking about something important, and all of a sudden I gotta hear this barrage of bad language, And so what do? Just hang up the phone? It gets to the point where, and even in times of where we are just having just a conversation. It still keeps going back.
So I say,
I just walk away.
Right. Yeah. So there is and see, this is the thing. It's not you. There is something about him that makes him feel good about cursing. There's something, because there's two things that we do, two reasons, pleasure and pain. So it's a reason. There's something about him. He may not even realize it, that it's something about him, because you've made it about you. It's not about you at all, because he don't just do it with you, does he?
No.
He that's just a part of who he is.
Maybe it reminds him of the neighborhood he came from.
Or something.
Which was the language of at that time on the streets that he lived.
But then at one point, you got to, at one point though, I kind of agree with Toya. At one point, you have to know that this is something that is offensive to your mate, and you should not do it, period. You just shouldn't do it.
He can't. It's something that's
because
deep.
it's and that makes sense what you're saying.
It's something deeper. It really is. And you know what? There's a lot of things in relationships that's huge, that we can turn into huge. But there is always a reason for us doing things or not.
True.
So the thing is, honey, what is it? Why do you do that?
But you have to call him on it every time he does it.
And she does.
Otherwise, it'll just pass.
But what her point is, and we're running out of time too. We have another show coming on.
My!
But the main thing is that, and I understand where she's coming from. She said it enough times where, again, when we're talking about demonstration of love, if you just keep doing the same things over and over and over again, then that's when I say the definition is, then it doesn't matter.
So what does that mean to you? But what does that mean to you, that you find out that your mate does not care, that you care about something? What are you going to do about it? That's why I say you've got to remove yourself. It's about you. You got to remove yourself from feeling that, because it is about him. It's something about him that makes him feel better when he used curse words. It's for real. That's it. Well, and now you don't know, and he may not know. So maybe
that's
he
a good
needs
point.
To
he
talk
might
to
not know.
He may not, because it's like Ed said, something has happened in his life. I mean, it could be when he was a kid. We really don't know.
I know, like Ed, he doesn't curse. I've never heard him curse. If he says something minute as DAM or hell or something, but I haven't even really heard him say. I mean, he just does not believe in cursing.
But younger people know that about me, and they apologize.
Yeah,
they know that about me. So if they're around me and they say something, they'll say, "Excuse me, Mr. Sherman." They'll say it. The older people, they don't care.
But what I'm saying is that's just that thing. That's just that thing. We're going a little deeper than that. In that is not just the cursing. See, it's something else. It's something more. And so that's what you want to get to. But does it happen in other things? Does it happen
all the time?
Yeah. That's his language.
I mean, not just the cursing. You say to him that you don't like this. You do this, honey, and I don't like it. And he still do it.
Right.
Well, that's
if there's other things like that, then and you know what? That's why I say about, you want to talk about things when everything is fine, when you're not arguing.
But that's what she said, but she's done that too.
But you've got to find it.
But I hear her frustration.
I
hear frustration. You talked about 10 years and you're still
But what are you going to do?
Keep on. She ain't gonna do nothing but keep loving him, because that's her husband. And just find a way. The thing she has to do is just, keep loving on him, and just find a way to just, just like just walk away like you've been doing.
Some psychology. Turn some psychology. So you don't curse, huh?
And I'm not going to say that I don't use any profanity because I can be pushed to it.
Can you say?
But it
You
is
might
not
have
my
to use
preferred
some.
way of communicating.
I got you.
That's what she's saying. This
I
isn't her
got you.
preferred way of
I
communicating.
got
Well,
you.
maybe you ought to invite him to a contest.
Yeah.
See how he likes it.
Or put some money every time you say a word. You got to put $10 in a jar, and then and then we go out to dinner. But
Because that's why I
make
told
it
Ed.
fun.
Every
Do
time.
something, because I guarantee you, and I don't know. I just know behavior by living, as I'm sure you have as well. There is a reason for everything that we say and do.
Mm-hmm.
Whether we accept it or not, or whether we,
He makes it makes him comfortable.
Yeah, something, and why. And that's just one little thing. I mean, you have people that do other things, in relationships. So it's not just that, but you just want to find out, honey, what is it?
Yeah,
I'm trying to tell you that I don't like that, and you're still doing it. What does that mean?
Get the jar. Tell them it's $5.
It's $5 every time you say it.
Yeah, because I said it's gonna be $5. I said, what did I tell you? It's gonna be $1 or something every time you don't get it. When you get up and you don't make up the bed.
I like that idea.
Yeah,
he puts a dish.
Put a $5.
Ed don't put. I told him
don't put $1 in it. That's not enough, because that ain't enough. You put $10 in there. $10 every time you do something that I don't like, and both of you do it, because it's something about you that he don't like. He may not just say it. So, and then make it fun. Make it, and then go on a vacation or go out to dinner or buy him something or buy you something, and do something to make it fun.
Yeah.
And tell him that that's what we're going to do.
Yeah, because I told Ed that too. What was I told you about the dishes or something? Leaving a glass in the sink. He'll rinse the dishes off.
I have a phobia.
He'll rinse the dishes off.
So
listen,
you have a reason why you do what you. There's a reason. I'm telling you.
He puts the dishes. He rinses it off and everything, but he just drops it, puts a plate or the cup in the sink. He'll rinse it off now. But he puts it in the sink. He will not wash it.
At least he's helping you. At least it's not.
That ain't helping me when that. No, I want him to wash the dish and put it in the rack. He don't have to dry it. Just put it in the wash it. Put it in the rack.
I pay a lot of money. I pay a lot of money for a dishwasher.
Okay.
And I don't use a dishwasher every day.
I grew up cooking dinner and washing dishes. I grew up doing that. My first job was washing dishes.
It's a reason.
At McDonald's.
Why? I grew up Johnny. I said, when I get older, I ain't washing no dishes.
See?
He sure said I ain't washing no dishes.
And see, for you to keep saying that to him, you say, I don't understand why he don't do it.
But he never told me that. He just said I ain't washing them.
This is your first time telling us.
Yeah, he never. Ed, you never said to explain that like that. You had not. You didn't tell me you had a phobia.
See?
This dishwasher does everything.
Thank you.
But she don't like putting this in the dishwasher.
Not unless we're having a party or something. It don't make sense for.
She won't take them out. It'll just stay full. Oh. Because she likes washing dishes by hand.
If we have a party or something, then that's different.
All right, y'all.
Yeah, if we're having a party or something.
And I told her, I ain't washing no dishes.
See, he's got a thing about that. He's got to think about.
Well, what is the thing about making up a bed? If you get up out of it,
did you have
I've gone.
Did you have a bed?
And that surprises me because he's in the army.
You didn't have your own bed when you was growing up. See there. I'm gonna tell
but I thought he from the army.
I'm gonna tell you, there is that goes for everyone.
It does.
There is a reason why you do what you do. Yay or nay.
That's true.
There's a reason, and you have to discover what that reason is. If things are not going the way you want them to go, figure out why. Be honest, man. Like you said, Ed, a lot of times we fear the truth.
Yeah.
So then that's why we don't face it.
I really think if people fall into a habit.
Yes.
Yep. That's right. That's true too.
No one ever, no one is ever caught,
nobody wants to acknowledge it or own it.
Responsible or accountable, and so they continue with that.
That's true
behavior.
too. Yes.
And I think that people become sensitive about their bad behaviors. And so then it manifests in an argument or some sort of
Yes.
conflict when that doesn't have to happen. It doesn't have to
Yep.
be that way if you can talk about it.
Yep.
And as you said, I really love that idea about the jar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Try that.
We've identified the fact that, well, that's how he grew up and that's how everyone spoke.
Yeah.
Yada, yada, yada. That doesn't negate the fact that you're ignoring my wishes.
That's right.
Okay? So we have to come to some kind of a, agreement as to, okay, you're going to speak that way in the street, but when you're at home,
Yeah.
you have to be, conscientious about how you're speaking because it's offensive to me. So
Honey, you got to say honey.
Yeah,
You got to say honey. And
sweeten it up.
and I'm gonna just say this too because we've got to go. But I'm gonna say this: we have to remember. Ed, don't listen because this is not for you. We have to remember who we are, women. See, we were created. Why were we created? Now I know y'all don't want to hear it. I don't know if Donald Trump now, because he always do that. But what I'm saying is, we were created to help the man. Why? We don't know. But you know that in the Bible, I'm not a biblical scholar or anything. I'm always quoting stuff, but I'm not a biblical scholar. But I do know that it's somewhere in the Bible where it said, God said, it is not good that man be alone. The next thing that we heard, God created the female. He didn't fix whatever it was that made him say it's not good for man to be alone. Next thing you know, here comes the female. And the female was created to do what? Help him as a help what?
Mate.
Meet, not a mate. Help him meet. So we're supposed to help him meet whatever it is he was not able to do. Listen, that's why we are who we are.
So they should listen.
They can't. They was not designed to listen. You came along to help him do what he needed to do. He wasn't designed to listen to you. Y'all don't want to hear that. But is that what's showing up?
Mm-hmm.
That's what's showing up.
Exactly.
You got to know how to. I'm not talking to you, Ed. You got to know how to deal with that man. Let me stop talking. I'm just saying,
what you're saying is right, but they still not.
If you want,
When you've been blessed,
I'm telling you, ladies, I'm a single woman. On the other hand, and I'm telling you what I hear too. I'm telling you. I'm just saying, try it. What you're doing is not working. Try something else.
But sometimes when you try it, they just don't listen.
Well, then you stop talking. Will you stop talking? Stop trying to tell him something. Stop. You stop. You already say he don't listen.
No, they don't listen.
And then you don't stop. So where you are? Where are you?
You want to get someone's attention, you whisper.
There you go. You know what to do, girl.
If something is not working,
really want
listen.
to let them know you're not happy, then you ignore them.
You know what to do.
I told you.
You know what to do. Yeah.
You get plenty.
And so
Women have plenty of ways to do it. They know what to do.
Conversation after conversation, I just have chosen to ignore it.
Yeah.
And just ignore, just walk away because it's obviously after 10, 12 years.
You're the only one that's being frustrated.
That's right. That's what you got to look at.
But if it turns you off, he has to know what turned off means. If it turns you off, he has to realize and understand and feel what being turned off looks like. You don't. You just walk away. He doesn't feel that turn off. He has to have a turn off.
And when you walk away, give him a kiss on the cheek and just walk away. Don't kiss him in the mouth because that's going to lead to something else. Kiss him on the cheek.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, got to.
I don't believe in rewarding bad behavior.
Well, that's not the kind of kiss that you're giving them. That's not the kind of kiss that you're giving them. Yeah, that's a good. Look, I'm going in the bedroom. I'm going in the kitchen. I'm going in the den. That's that kind of kiss. That's not come on into the bedroom and let's.
That's a good back kiss.
Yeah.
See you.
Right, see you. And then when he come in and say something, you don't hear him. I'm telling you, stop asking.
Women know what to do when they want something. When they want something, they got 10 different things they know how to do. They get it. If you don't want something, you know how to do that too. You just gave up on it.
I'm telling you, you got the goods.
You in charge. You've been in charge.
God did that. He did that.
Well, I still
appreciate
stand
you
by
calling
that.
in. That is so good. That's a very good point, and that's a great conversation, because it's not just the cursing. It may be something else that guys do.
Mhm.
Some other guy may do something else. So that's really, really, really good. We'll talk about that another time.
Yeah, but it
We
is.
can expound
But
on
it
that. I
is.
love that. Yeah.
Excuse me. But it is important to know that when you love someone, it is important to love them.
You work at it.
And you show that demonstration in the things that you do that makes that person happy and content. To continue to do things that is offensive or makes the person uncomfortable or make them unhappy, it's what's the point? What's the point? Not if you say that you really love someone and care for their well-being. You cannot continue to do the same thing over and over again and think that's okay. That's the definition of insanity, and we always say that. You got to, you just have to stop and regroup. And it shouldn't be all the time where, as the woman, that you should not be able to voice or say how you feel and that not be acknowledged. Especially if she's not going berserk and she's trying to say, baby, this is offensive to me. Or, why do you keep doing the same things over and over? And then one of the things they say, they don't want to hear your mouth. But yet you're doing the same things over and over again to get that. That's crazy to me. I just think it is. It's crazy.
Didn't we have this conversation? I've asked you, not to use all that language.
What's going on in his mind?
And you have such a kind, listening voice.
She does.
Offended.
Yeah, I mean, and that you're letting a person is letting them know, and then you steadily, this is something that I don't care for or I don't like. Then why are you doing the same thing over and over again? And then you say, but I don't want to hear your mouth.
Because in his mind, he's thinking, if I relent on this, what's next? Because this is one thing, it's going to be something else next time.
No, I don't. Not if you've been with somebody for 12 years, Ed. I don't agree with that. If you,
just a little thing. If I give in on this, the next thing be something else.
See, that's how men
think. Yeah,
but I'm telling you, we know it's fact that men think different than we do.
Oh,
we
yeah.
know that for a fact. So if they think different than we do, we have to be more conscious of how they think, not how we think they think. I keep saying that. I mean, to me, it's
that's vice versa too, Pam.
But yes, but you're the one that have the issue. They don't have the issue because they can block you out, and they going on doing whatever they doing. But you still have the issue as the female. You still have the problem. Why do I have to keep telling you over and over? They say, hey, I don't know, and they going on.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't, we put too much on ourselves.
No, that's a good point.
They just go on.
Yeah, because they just go ahead on and say and just keep on doing the same thing, and then
you're mad
or frustrated. That's true.
And he's not. He's not.
That's true now.
So then, what is that getting you?
Nothing.
That's all I'm saying.
But first, more frustration.
More frustrated.
You're
so
absolutely right. For $1 million, you're right.
Well, let me just say, whenever I correct him, and I'm not malicious, I'm not hateful. I'm just saying, honey, I don't like that kind of language.
Yeah.
And then he pouts, right? Like,
what does he say?
Corrected a bad
he pouts.
And he'll walk away,
Oh, see, he walks away.
Yeah.
See?
So it doesn't matter how you say it, in other words. Yeah, it doesn't matter how you say it. You can say something sweet and nice, and it still doesn't matter or make a difference.
And it doesn't matter.
And see, so
You know.
that yeah, they see, just
And then
like
of
Ed
course
says, it's your tone, but sometimes it doesn't matter about the tone. It's just I firmly believe that men, unfortunately, and I'm not going to say all men, but I would say the majority of men, no matter how you say it, even if you say it sweet and tender, they just don't want you telling them anything. They don't.
That's right. And
I
and
really
I said,
believe that.
is your ego so fragile that we can't talk and I can't tell you something that offends me? That
Yes.
for you to just walk out? Is
Yes.
your ego that fragile? I
Yes.
said that just
Their ego is.
Yeah.
Their ego is that. Yes.
Yeah.
That's your answer.
Yeah.
Men have that. That's why they are the way that they are, because their ego is, ooh, it gets them in trouble every time.
Yeah.
We have to know that. And that's how we have to play on it so that it can benefit us. And in turn, it will benefit him. He don't need to know that. Yes, his ego gets him in trouble.
Yeah.
It does.
It gets in the way every time.
It does.
world
That's
in
the
trouble.
way that was the way he is created. That may be one of the things that God said, hey, it's not good to. We don't know what he was doing that God had to say that. It wasn't even no other human beings on the planet. What was he doing? We don't know. But he created a female form. So we have to know. We got to, and you said it. Does your ego, their ego is wounded quickly.
No.
I'm gonna say this, and then that's why. Did you see what happened with Jada Pickett and Will? See, she should have pulled his coattail and said, "Baby, don't go, don't do it." She knew what he was gonna do.
Yeah.
She did.
No,
She,
But he probably
yeah.
he still went up. He still probably would have went up there because he
Yeah,
wasn't
but-
gonna listen. Because his ego
She-
got in the way.
Hello. Well, we won't go into that. But anyway,
Yeah, but she wasn't gonna listen.
It's a lot.
He wasn't gonna listen because his ego was full to go up there and do that.
exactly. He was
Right. That's what she said.
Yeah,
You gonna let him talk to you?
with him.
Right.
It disrespected him
Right.
as well.
Well,
Right.
there you go with that ego.
So that he
I'm
let
telling
his ego was big when he went up there and did what he did. There was no cause for that.
That ego can get him in trouble
Every
every time.
time.
Now it don't do that to us as women. You see, our ego, that's not one of the traits that we have issues with. Now we have other little traits, that men don't have. but that ego, child, please.
But the average woman, there's a sweetness in us. It just is. We just can't help it.
Not all.
I said the average one, Pam. The average one, sweetie. We have a sweetness in us that needs to be cuddled and loved and understood. It just is. And when we say that it's something that bothers us, that should be respected. Because
That should be
you
enough.
got some
That
women.
should be enough.
Yeah, because you got some women that cuss like sailors. So you got a wife that does not like it. You should embrace that. Zeloko say that maybe not. That means that's not good in Hebrew.
Now that we had on the air, he ought to understand now.
Well, Toya, we are so happy that you joined us this evening and stayed on the line with us. This was such a great conversation. And go to, for all of you out there, go to intellectualradio.com. Here's the Life with Zemrah and Ed. Pam joins us the second week of the month, every month. And you know that it's going to always be interesting and fun when she takes this seat and joins us for this hour.
And listen, we want to hear your comments. Because this year, we're still early, 2026. We want to hear other subject matters that you like to discuss.
Yes.
And you call in. We want people to call in because we could talk. Now, y'all know I could talk.
Yeah.
We can talk. We can talk all the entire time, but we love when we have interaction.
Yeah, because this was wonderful,
yes,
Toya. And that was 708-223-8953. And make sure that you put that in your book.
And we as a people.
What is the name of the program again?
intellectualradio.com. And then you put in Here's the Life with Zemrah and Ed. But first put in there intellectual, INTELLECTUAL, LECTUAL radio.com. And then when that pops up, you put in Here's the Life with Zemrah and Ed.
Okay, all right.
And we're all over. I mean, you can be in Florida and and tune into us.
Yeah, I have a friend that calls in from England. Just she listens in from Europe. She calls in.
Yeah,
She
we have
listens
people
in.
all
Yeah,
over
so and
California and
Africa. So yeah,
so feel free to
we
do
want to
that. But
hear
we
from you.
we do want to get more calls because this was really good. And we want to wish you, Toya, a very, very happy Valentine's Day. And happy Valentine's Day because that's Saturday.
Same to you.
Uh,
Same to you. And then my birthday is 3 days later.
Oh,
happy birthday.
happy birthday, sweetie. And we say happy birthday to our producer. Her birthday is Saturday. And again, to my goddaughter, Dr. Gwendolyn Odom. So we say,
Very good.
happy birthday just to you. So you have a good rest of your night. We love you. And thanks again for calling in.
Okay, love you too.
All right.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So that's our show for this evening. Here's the Life. We went over a little bit thanks to our producer, Wanda B. We hope that you got a little bit out. Don't forget, Valentine's Day is Saturday. It's the little things that count in this little box or this little bag.
Which one is mine?
This one. I am Zemrah here at intellectualradio.com. And we hope you enjoyed our segment. This is one of my songs that I wrote just for this man over here. Sweet as Your Kiss. Hope you enjoyed that. And we just love this segment when you're talking about love. Don't forget to even ask yourself, what do I feel about love? Am I demonstrating to the one that I say I love? Am I really demonstrating it where it's demonstrated to make her happy or him happy? And it's not about me. Think about that.
And yes, it is about you.
Why? If you're doing it to...
You can give to others. When you love you love them. When you love yourself, it's easy
to love someone else. That's true.
Just how to demonstrate the
But make them happy doing something that you know they'll love. That's what I'm trying to say.
How to demonstrate the greatest power in the universe.
That's right.
Use it.
Yeah. So you have a really, really good night. We hope you enjoyed this segment. I am Zemrah. Good night. Thank you, Pam, for joining us. Yes. Sweet as you